Yesterday, Krishna, the Divine Master, made something very clear to Arjuna. Grief does not stop what is inevitable, it only clouds understanding. Pain arises not because change happens, but because we resist what cannot be avoided. Today, Krishna takes that insight one step further. He shows Arjuna that change is not a personal tragedy, not a punishment, and not a mistake. It is the law by which life itself moves. Until this is seen clearly, the mind keeps fighting reality and calling that fight as suffering. So, before we listen to the verses, let us pause and invoke clarity and begin with the invocation prayer. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Gurur Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Vasudevasutam Devam Kamsachanuramardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum. Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahaihi Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahaihi. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om. Jatasya hi dhruvo mrityuho dhruvam janma mrutasya cha tasmadapariharyerthe natvam shocitumarhasi avyaktadini bhutani vyaktamadhyani bharata avyaktanidhananyeva tatra ka paridevana. Ascharyavat pashyati kaschidенам Ascharyavad vadati tathaiva chanyaha Ascharyavat manya shrunoti Shrutvapyenam veda na chaiva kaschit. Dehi nityam avadhyoyam Dehe sarvasya bharata Tasmat sarvani bhutani natvam shocitumarhasi. Swadharmamapi chavekshya navikampiතුmarhasi. Dharmyadhi yuddha shreyonyatu kshatriyasya na vidyate. Yadruchaya chopapannam swargadvaramapavrutam Sukhinah kshatriyah partha labhante yuddhamidrusham. Atha chetvamimam dharmyam sangramam na karishyasi tatasvadharmam kirtincha hitva papamavapsyasi. Akirtim chapi bhutani kathayishyanti te vyayam Sambhavitasya cha kirtihi maranadatirichyate. Bhayadranaduparatam mamsyamte tvam maharathaha Yesham chatvam bahumataha bhutva yasyasi laghavam. Krishna, the master, now makes his reasoning very direct. The key insight is change is a law, not a tragedy. Krishna states a simple fact. What is born will die, what has died will be born. This is not pessimism, it is reality. Krishna says grief does not change this order, it clouds the right understanding. In the next verse, in the verse 28, he adds something subtle but very powerful. Avyaktādini bhūtāni vyaktamadhyāni bharata avyakta nidhananyeva tatra ka paridevana. Everything begins unseen. Something becomes visible for a while. Everything begins unseen and then becomes visible for a while and returns to the unseen. We suffer because we demand permanence from what was never meant to stay. It is like trying to hold flowing water in our hands and getting angry when the water slips through. Change is not a failure. It is the structure of life itself. Let's visualize the screen and the actor in a movie. Krishna offers a quiet reframing. Imagine watching a movie when an actor walks off the screen. You don't assume they stopped existing. They are simply no longer visible in that frame. Life works the same way. When a role ends, a relationship shifts, a phase closes, it has exited the current frame. It has not vanished completely. So grief is a misreading of reality. It assumes disappearance where there is only transition. The practical shift Krishna invites is this: stop narrating exits as personal failure. Stop calling every ending a tragedy. Instead, ask one question: what is the right action required in this new frame, new situation, in the changed circumstance? When you stop fighting what has already changed, your energy becomes available for what still needs to be done. This is clarity. This is composure. Krishna is not asking Arjuna to suppress emotion. He is asking him to stop arguing with reality. When change is accepted as a law, the mind becomes steady and action becomes clean. This is not detachment from life. It is alignment with how actually life works. This reflection is offered for Svadhyaya, a quiet self-study. Svadhyaya pravachanabhyam na pramaditavyam. Don't neglect self-study and reflection. With this, let's conclude. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om. Thanks for listening.